These chapters are hilarious.
They really are good.
Oh, I can't wait. So listen, if you're tired of living from paycheck to paycheck, our next guest may be able to help you fulfill your financial dreams.
Best-selling author Jen Sincero is back with a new book, You Are a Bad at Making Money. Hey, Jen, we had a big meeting. They won't let me say the full official name of the book.
We had to redact part of the title.
Yeah. Seems a little silly.
I wish I could say that was the first time.
Yeah, I'm sure you're having this problem.
Right.
By the way, the book is very informative but hilarious at the same time. I
Absolutely.
really enjoyed it. Can I spoil the last line of the book? It says
Please
at the
do.
very end of the book, you were born to be rich.
Born to be rich.
Please explain to us.
Because we're not.
Doesn't that push buttons?
Yes.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yes.
You were. Yeah, well, we were born to be the most glorious and biggest expression of who we are. And because we are human beings living on planet Earth in modern society, that takes money. So you need to be rich to express yourself in the fullest, biggest way.
Right. And I noticed, you know, with the names of the chapters in the book, my favorite, of course, chapter 2, Why You Ain't Rolling in the Cheddar Dot Yet, which suggests that all of these situations, they're just temporary, right? If we do the right things, we can change our current situation, is the idea.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think we get into so much trouble when we feel like we are somebody who is broke. We are somebody who sucks at making money.
Mm-hmm.
We are somebody who lives in an economy that's impossible to succeed in. And so we form identities around these feelings of extreme brokenness, and that keeps us stuck in a rut. So, you know, expand your mind, train your brain to see a bigger, more glorious picture for yourself.
I'm in. I'm in. Okay, so your first book, which did so well, tell the folks at home where you wrote the book. It was in NorCal someplace, right?
Yes, it was in it was in Clayton, California.
Hey!
And I wrote it on you know Clayton?
Yeah. Contra Costa
Okay.
County, right?
I love Clayton.
Yes.
Oh, it was so much fun. And I had this great house that was looking out at Diablo Mountain, and I was taking care of 2 goats and a horse.
Love it already.
While I wrote the book there.
Which
There's
brings
a
me
great story
to
about the goats breaking into the house.
my next line of questioning. The goats actually play a part in your writing, right? What did you learn from the goats about making money and being successful?
Oh my gosh, those goats. Well, they broke into the house one day while I went into town and spent 5 hours utterly destroying the place. And, you know, it was one of the most horrific scenes I've ever seen. But my first emotion was, they did a great job. They were so thorough and so detail-oriented, and they never gave up. They had been trying to break into that house for months, and they did it. So that's what you got to be like with money, like a goat on a mission.
Yeah,
Like a goat on a mission.
Never give up.
That is a
Be
t-shirt.
like a goat. It really is.
Be like a goat on a
fantastic. Fantastic. You talk about the natural ability to be rich. Do we all have this natural ability? Do you promise? Because I feel like it's not in me. I really want it to be in me, but I don't know.
Even you, I promise. Yeah, because you know, everything else in nature is meant to thrive, and it's given the resources it needs. And because we're human beings, we need money. It's just the way our culture is set up. So if you think about money more as an energy that is exchanged between 2 people instead of something that is the root of all evil, or something that means you get to have no fun if you're going to really make a lot of it, that really lightens the load and makes it a hell of a lot easier.
Well, Jen, I imagine that it's probably different for everybody, different case scenario for everybody, but people like a timeline. How long does it take to get all of this to work out for you and actually turn yourself into a bad boop about money?
You know, it really depends who you are and where you're at. But personally, and this might put people in a bad mood, it might excite them, but it took me, when I took my biggest leap and hired a success coach and I paid her a ton of money, I tripled my income in 3 months.
Oh.
Okay.
Just saying. And I was baroque as a joke.
Okay.
Baroque as a joke.
But tripling your money in 3 months, that's a motivator.
Yeah, it is a motivator. You also talk about being grateful to money. What does that mean, being grateful to money?
We spend we spend lots of time freaking out about money and worrying about money, but we don't really notice our relationship with it. So if you think about the people in your life, if you're really grateful for all the people in your life, how much you love them, what they add to your experience on earth, your relationships are so much stronger, right? They show up in your life so much more powerfully. They're grateful to you. They do things for you. You're having a relationship with money, and the more grateful you are to money, the better your relationship is going to be, and the easier you're going to have it show up in your life. I promise. It sounds super woo-woo, but it works.
That's all right. We've been talking about unicorns all morning. We're okay with the
We're totally down with it. Thank you so much for writing this.
I
The
missed
book
that?
Yes, we are. The book is fantastic. It's a fun read, too. It's one of the first economic books I've ever read where I've actually laughed out loud.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you, Jen. Jen Sincero.
Thank you so much.
Sincero, rather. Book on shelves now. Thanks so much.
Yeah. Just ask,
Thank
go to
you
the
so much. This was a
bookstore
blast.
or go online and
Yes.
type in "you're bad at making money," and you'll get it. The first book is fantastic too.
Really?
I read the first book.
I dig it.